I'm Melissa Lightman with Realty One Group Dockside, and welcome back to The Lightman Show. Before we begin, we publish a new episode every Tuesday, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Alright guys, welcome back to the show. We're glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And today we're going to talk about inspections and the inspection clause.
My favorite paragraph in the contract.
Yeah.
So you know well.
I know well. I can recite it to you. Would you like for me to begin?
Please.
Second paragraph.
Paragraph 8.
So you have a contract there
Yeah.
with the repair or inspection clause there.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? As a buyer, what would I be concerned about that? Why would I be concerned about that?
Because you're going to get an inspection done and you're going to get a report back.
Mm-hmm.
So as a buyer, you need to know what you can ask the seller to fix and what the seller is required to fix and what is optional. So, for instance, if you're going with the repair procedure clause, and that's a good point, there are two different ways you can approach this as a buyer. You could go with the due diligence clause or the repair procedure clause. So let's talk about my soapbox first, which is the
Your
repair
favorite one,
procedures, right? So it's paragraph 8A, and it says very clearly that all repair procedures, all repair inspections have to be done within a certain amount of days. And then once the inspection is done, they have to give us a report. We have to deliver that report within so many days to the seller's side. And while delivering that report, we have to make requests for the seller to fix certain things, right? Well, it says right here, in the event repairs are necessary to place the heating and air, okay, electrical, plumbing and water waste, in operative condition, or to make the roof free of leaks, address environmental concerns, or make it structurally sound, then the seller is delivered notice and the seller has to fix those things.
Only those things.
Only those things.
There's a
Now,
scratch on the wall.
yeah,
It's not structural.
not structural, you know.
So when you're talking about the roof leaking, the roof leaks, you never really know where the roof is leaking. So are you replacing the roof, or are you trying to find
You
a
are
patch?
stopping the leak.
So,
Okay. It has to not leak.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's it. They don't have to replace and buy you a whole new roof.
Mm-hmm.
They just have to
fix
stop
and
the leak.
remedy the problem.
And obviously, you know, if the leak caused any damage, then they would fix that damage too.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the roof has to be free of leaks. The AC, electric.
And my favorite, the AC.
Yes.
When the AC is operable, but it's old, and the buyers want to argue that part.
Right. It's just because it's old doesn't mean it needs to be replaced, right?
Not all needs to be replaced. I'm in grain.
Not everything old has to be
In
replaced.
between two women.
So, you know, it has to be operative, that's it. It doesn't have to work great. It doesn't have to freeze you out. It just has to work. And as long as it's cooling.
Okay, so cooling, some people consider 78 degrees in their house cooling.
Right.
But is there a number there that they should be aware of?
I don't think it would be a certain degrees. I think if
Well,
an
there
ace
is
technician,
Yeah, like when the inspector comes out and checks the HVAC, you will have a paragraph saying, the temperature was this, I turned it down to this temperature, for example, and it took this long. This is considered normal, or this is considered not normal.
Right.
Or they would say this is considered normal, taking into account the age of the HVAC.
right.
Now,
And it's operative,
yeah, it's
It's
operative.
working.
You can't argue that.
Yeah. but everybody tries to, right?
Mhm.
Everybody
Oh, yes.
tries to.
Oh, yes.
That's really what's key, is that so many buyers and sellers don't really read the small print. It has to be an operative condition and free of leaks, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. And so that's so many times, the little things, even things
And
with
you
leaks.
explain it to them. It doesn't matter how many times you explain it to them. You tell them, hey, it has to be a structural issue. It has to be, an issue where something is not working, or there's a leak, or there's a problem.
Opportunities.
As a seller though, right?
Mhm.
As a seller, whenever I'm I'm selling your property and someone comes to me with these things, and I've done it before, I'll be like, that's not in the contract. We still have a contract, you're moving forward.
Yes.
And that's what I
It's a
expect
binding
sellers to fully do. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, I'm not required to fix that. You're still under contract. You cannot back out because you don't like the fact that, I don't know, give me an example.
contract.
Crack in a window.
There's a crack in a window.
Mhm.
That's not
Well,
structural.
it's
If
strictly
the
the weather
lawn
stripping.
isn't straight enough.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Now, here's
So,
one.
I mean, so many times sellers do not hold buyers' feet to the fire on this paragraph. Drives me crazy.
People that have animals, I've come across this, where the animals were able to go freely amongst the house. You can't get rid of that smell without doing something. Is that part of a repair issue?
They would
It
have
doesn't
to
have to do
prove,
with anything, it's air quality.
right, they would have to prove that it actually creates an environmental concern.
Oh, okay.
And so is there an EPA report out there that says that cat pee is an environmental concern? I don't know.
Other thing is, the people who came in and had a showing
They knew
and
what it smelled like.
obviously knew.
Right.
Yes, so that would be, something that you would negotiate up front.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna have to spend this much money to get the smell out of this home before I move into it, so this is my offer. But I don't think it would be anything that's,
So, I mean, you guys know there's a lot more to this. Paragraph 8 is the longest paragraph in the contract, and it goes on and on and on and on. But I do want to talk and touch about due diligence option as a buyer and as a seller. I kind of like it. I kind of like the due diligence clause because it's very straightforward. It says, hey, the buyer has this many days to do an inspection, and by this day, they're going to tell me either they're going to buy this house or not, or they're going to make a counteroffer, basically, right? So you come to an agreement about, hey, if everything works out the way I expect it to, that I'm willing to pay $250, right? I do my inspections, and as long as I didn't find anything unexpected, I'm going to let you know, hey, yeah, I'm buying this house for $250. Now, if I found that there was a structural issue, right, then as a buyer, I have two options. I can either come to you and say, okay, I'll give you $230 due to the structural issue,
Right.
or I can just say, it doesn't matter how many contractors I get in here to fix it, I'm not going to feel comfortable buying this house, so I'm just not going to buy it. You
Yeah,
know?
that makes sense.
And you as a seller can either say, yes, I'll sell it to you for $230, or no, I won't.
and
Or-
that, at that moment, do you lose your earnest and the due diligence amount?
No. You would still get your earnest money back, I think. Let's see, per the due diligence addendum, the seller can receive money when the buyer timely, properly terminates for any reason or no reason at all under the due diligence addendum. The due diligence addendum covers a broad range of issues, not just repairs and price. Due diligence addendum allows the buyer to consider on-site and off-site issues. So you're gonna lose your due diligence money,
Okay, so
but not
basically, if the
necessarily your
buyer
earnest money.
at any point thought, you know what, no, I don't want
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Then if they're in that time period, they could say, okay, keep your $250, I'm taking my earnest money somewhere else.
And you want that time period to be like 10 days, not when,
20.
you
But you
know.
made a point, that like, there's other, on the due diligence agreement, they don't have to have a reason to not wanna buy it.
Right.
So it really doesn't protect the seller at that point, on that due
It
diligence.
doesn't, it doesn't, it's a faster,
Right.
because if you think about it, the seller can have the same issue, right?
Mhm.
That if they did the repair procedure instead of the due diligence, they would have waited 10 days to get that inspection, spent 2 days waiting on the buyer to ask them what they wanted, spent 3 days debating it,
Mhm.
and then another 5 days arguing back and forth with the realtors. So you're to a point where you've got 20 days in, the seller now feels like, well crap, I've got to just, go with what they want because I'm 20 days into this, it doesn't make sense to back out now. Whereas with the due diligence, it's just a lot faster.
It makes everybody react.
Yeah.
That 250, 300, whatever amount it is that they agree upon, if they don't go through with it and they come to closing, they get that back? Or is that something the seller keeps?
Without having the actual due diligence one here,
I can't
it's hard to remember. I think that
The seller keeps it? No?
I think the seller might keep it. It may also be credited to the buyer at closing. I'd have to look at it.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of the due diligence part. I mean, I just think
Makes
Think it's easier.
it's
to-
fast.
Mhm.
It's yes or no, buy it or don't buy it.
Right.
It's a little risky for the seller, but at
It
the
is.
same time, it's so much less hassle. Because you know what? When someone puts an offer on your home, if you're the seller, they're serious. They want to buy it. No one is trying to play around. you know,
Right.
Sign 40, 50, 60 pages of paperwork just to waste your time.
Right.
So most of the time, it should be okay, right?
The important thing here if you're the seller and you know there are little things, or your house is not outdated but older, you wanna do your own home inspection to know what to expect, and we talked about that prior.
Such a great idea,
You know,
yes.
be prepared for what they're gonna come at you, or just say, before you go get your own, here, I've done one, these are the things that I'm looking at, if they become serious buyers.
Or either just have it done and then fix some of the things.
True.
If you fix those little things, it's the little things that just add up. If you can fix all those little things, then, you know, you're gonna be golden. And buyers are gonna feel much more comfortable buying your home when there's not 10,000 little things that need fixing.
And you have these with any inspection, even if it's a brand new, just built home, you still have that if it goes through an inspection. They're gonna find little things here and there because nothing is perfect. But yeah, it's the worst thing when buyers get, you know, a 60-page inspection and every page has some little thing, you know, this is kind of loose, that's not working, things like that.
It's
So,
overwhelming.
yeah,
It
so,
is.
you know, as a seller, just make sure the little things are taken care of so your home looks at its best. And as a buyer, always make sure you know your options in terms of an inspection, whether you wanted to have the due diligence or the inspection repair procedure. And that's it, just know your options and
Read your
ask
contract and know your due dates.
Read your contract, that's right.
My topic of the week is Capri Village in the Grand Dunes. This beautiful waterway community is located in the most luxurious area of Myrtle Beach. Lush landscaping and the serene views of the waterway. The Grand Dunes offers incredible amenities. The Mediterranean-style member clubhouse of 27,000 square feet with amazing dining options, event areas, and gathering spaces says it all. Enjoy the tennis club with 10 courts, training services, fitness center, and a fully stocked pro shop. The Grand Dunes offers 2 18-hole golf courses, including the private member and guest-only golf course. The Ocean Club is the homeowner's private access to the beach, with multiple pools, food service, event rooms for special occasions. And of course, the marina. Enjoy the breathtaking views, restaurants, and the fun activities of the waterway, from boats, jet skis, and yachts. This community is located in the heart of Myrtle Beach, gated and quiet, but only minutes to shopping, restaurants, top entertainment spots of Myrtle Beach, as well as the beautiful Atlantic shores. Capri Village has 41 sites, some with lake views, golf views, back into wooded areas, or a combination of these. The Mediterranean-style homes of Capri Village offer 2,300 and up to 5,300 square feet of luxury space, and the largest lot offers about 3/4 of an acre. The Homeowners Association fee runs between $240 and $270 a month, and it covers the pool service, the member clubs, security, Ocean Club with a private beach access. 3 homes sold in the last 12 months, ranging between $585,000 and $715,000. The average days on the market for this neighborhood is 166 days. There are 2 homes for sale and only 1 lot is available on the market. Click on the link in the description below to see what's available now.
Now go ahead and give us a like, comment below with any questions you may have, and share with your friends and family. Alyssa Lightman here, your host, and you can find me on social media. I want to thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.